Numbers 11 has Chusser A as a note for verse 11, and Hashliu A as a note for verse 32. Chusser is poverty and want of, void, need, fall, fail, without. And when the people complained, it displeased God as noun and verb, and establishing heard it, and his anger was kindled, and the fire of God as noun and verb burnt among them, and consumed them that were in the uttermost parts of the camp. And the people cried unto Moses, and when Moses prayed unto God as noun and verb, the fire was quenched. And he called the name of the place Taberah, because the fire of God as noun and verb burnt among them. And the mixed multitude that was among them fell a-lusting. And the children of Israel also wept again, and said, Who shall give us flesh to eat? We remember the fish which we did eat in Egypt freely, and the cucumbers and the melons, and the leeks and the onions and the garlic. But now our soul is dried away. There is nothing at all beside this manna before our eyes. And the manna was a coriander seed, and the color thereof as the color of bdellium. And the people went about and gathered it and ground it in mills, or beat it in a mortar, and baked it in pans, and made cakes of it, and the taste of it was as the taste of fresh oil. Well, olive oil has extra taste to it when it's fresh. And when the dew fell upon the camp in the night, the manna fell upon it. Then Moses heard the people weep throughout their families, every man in the door of his tent. And the anger of God as noun and verb was kindled greatly. Moses also was displeased. And Moses said unto God as noun and verb, Wherefore hast thou afflicted thy servant? And wherefore have I not found favor in thy sight? Thou layest the burden of all this people upon me. Have I conceived all this people? Have I begotten them, that thou shouldest say unto me, Carry them in thy bosom, as a nursing father beareth the sucking child, unto the land which thou swearest unto their fathers? Whence should I have flesh to give unto all this people? For they weep unto me, saying, Give us flesh, that we may eat. I am not able to bear all this people alone, because it is too heavy for me. Now, there are some grains that are actually complete proteins, and there's beans, grains, seeds, nuts. You can have combinations of things that actually meet those protein needs, because people are like, oh, well, if you don't eat meat, you don't get protein. And it's like, it's not how it works. But butch is something bright, a fragrant gum, something in pieces. It's from the root budul, which means separate, divide, differ, select. But if the bait is also a prefix, dolch is royal water trouble. To broil water. Letter missing in the dictionary, I think. And if thou deal thus with me, kill me, I pray thee, out of hand, if I have found favor in thy sight, and let me not see my wretchedness. And God as noun and verb said unto Moses, Gather unto me 70 men of the children of the elders of Israel, whom thou knowest to be elders of the people, and officers over them, and bring them unto the tabernacle of the congregation, that they may stand there with thee, and I will come down and talk with thee there, and I will take of the Spirit which is upon thee, and will put it upon them, and they shall bear the burden of the people with thee, that thou bear it not thyself alone. And say thou unto the people, Sanctify yourselves against tomorrow, and ye shall eat flesh, for ye have wept in the ears of God as noun and verb, saying, Who shall give us flesh to eat? For it was well with us in Egypt. Therefore, God as noun and verb will give you flesh, and ye shall eat. Ye shall not eat 1 day, nor 2 days, nor 5 days, neither 10 days, nor 20 days, but even a whole month, until it come out at your nostrils, and it be loathsome unto you, because that ye have despised God as noun and verb which is among you, and have wept before him, saying, Why came we forth out of Egypt? And Moses said, The people amongst whom I am are 600,000 footmen. And thou hast said, I will give them flesh, that they may eat a whole month. Shall the flocks and the herds be slain for them, to suffice them? Or shall all the fish of the sea be gathered together for them, to suffice them? And God as noun and verb said unto Moses, Is it increasing existence's hand that is waxed short? Thou shalt see now whether my word shall come to pass out of thee or not. And Moses went out and told the people, and the words of God as noun and verb, and gathered the 70 men of the elders of the people, and set them round about the tabernacle. And God as noun and verb came down on a cloud, and spake unto him, and took of the Spirit that was upon him, and gave it unto the 70 elders. And it came to pass that when the Spirit rested upon them, they prophesied, and did not cease. But there remained 2 of the men in the camp, and the name of the one was Eldad, and the name of the other Medad, and the Spirit rested upon them, and they were of them that were written, but went not out of the tabernacle, and they prophesied in the camp. And there ran a young man, and told Moses, and said, Eldad and Medad do prophesy in the camp. And Joshua and Yusha, the son of Nun, Yahusha is how you say Joshua. Ben Nun. Okay. The servant of Moses, one of his young men, answered and said, My Lord Moses, forbid them. See, that's why it's important to translate Yahweh correctly. And Moses said unto him, Envious thou for my sake? Would God that all God is noun and verbs people were prophets, and that establishing would put his Spirit upon them? And Moses got him into the camp, he and the elders of Israel, and there went forth a wind from God as noun and verb, and it drove up quails from the sea, and let them fall by the camp, as it were a day's journey on this side, and as it were a day's journey on the other side, round about the camp, and as it were 2 cubits high over the face of the earth. And the people stood up all that day, and all that night, and all the next day, and they gathered the quails. He that gathereth least gathered 10 homers, and they spread them all abroad for themselves round about the camp. And while the flesh was yet between their teeth, ere it was chewed, the wrath of God as noun and verb was kindled against the people, and God as noun and verb smote the people with a very great plague, and he called the name of that place Hebrew at Hem Tawim. Okay. So in short, because there they buried the people that lusted. Okay, the place. Okay. Oh, okay. There is a brute Hatawa. And the people journeyed from Brut Hatawa unto Chutzrut, and abode at Chutzrut. And we have Shabi I in the margin there. Wihi Ham Kem Tanim Ra Basni Yahweh Wishma Yahweh Wicher Apu Wit Bar Bum Ash Yahweh Witakal Baksta Hem Chana Witzak Ham Al Mashah Witpilal Mashah Al Yahweh Wit Shaka Hash Wikra Shum Hamkum Hahwa Tib'arah Ki Barah Bum Ash Yahweh Wa Aspasif Asher Bakrabu Hataw Tawah Wishbu Wishku Bani Yashral We Amru Mi Yaklanu Bashur Zukrnu at Hedgah Asher Nakal Bumtsarim Chanam at Hakshem Wat Hab Thachim Wat Hatzir Wat Habsalim Wat Hashumim Wata Nepshanu Yabshah Ein Kol Bolti Al Haman Ein Ninu Wahman Kazra Gad Hwa Wainu Kayan Habdalich Shathu Ham Walqatu Wah Chanu Burchim Au Daku Bum Daka Wab Shalu Bekrur Washu Atu Agut Wahya Mamu Katham Lashd Hashman Waburdit Hatal Al Hamchana Lila Yurd Haman Al Yu Wishma Masha at Ham Baka Lam Shipchatu Ish Leptich Ahlu Weecher of Yahweh Mad Yib Ainai Mashah Ra We Amr Mashah Al Yahweh Lamah Harat Labduk Walmah La Matsti Chin Bayanik Lashum at Mashah Kulham Haza Ali Hanki Hariti at Kulham Haza Anki Yul Yahu Ki Tamar Ali Shahu Bachikak Kasher Yasha Haman At Hinak Al Hadmah Asher Nishbat Labatu Main Li Bashir Latet Lakal Ham Haza Ki Yabku Ali Lamar Tana Lanu Bashir Wan Akla La Aukal Anki Labdi Rashat Adkul Ham Haza Ki Kbad Mamni Zat Kaka At Asha Li Hargni La Harg Matzati Chun Bayanik Wal Ar Ber Hati We Amr Yahweh Al Mashah Aspah Li Shib'aim Aish Mizqani Yashral Asher Yid'at Ki Ham Zakni Ham Wish Thriu Wal Tachit Atam Al Ahal Muad Wah Titsbu Shem Amak Weirdati Wood Berti Amak Shem Watslati Man Haruch Asher Alik Washmati Aliham Wanshao Atak Bamsha Ham Wallah Tasha Ata Labduk Wal Ham Tamer Het Kachu Lamchur Wak Latim Bashir Ki Bakitam Bazni Bazki Yahweh Lemmer Mi Yakranu Bashir Ki Thub Lanu Bamtsarim Wantun Yahweh Lakum Bashir Waklatum La Yum Achud Taklun Wallah Yumim Wallah Chimsha Yum Yum Wallah Ashra Yum Yum Wallah Ashrim Yum Ad Chadush Yum Yum Ad Asher Yatsa Mapkum Wahya Lakum Lizra Yan Ki Mastum At Yahweh Asher Bakrabkum Wut Baku Lepnu Lammer Lamah Za Yitsanu Mamthrim We Amr Masha Shesh Mount Alf Rugli Ham Asher Anki Bakrabu Wata Amrat Bashir Atan Laham Waklu Chdush Yum Yum Hetzan Wabkar Yishchuth Laham Wamtsa Laham At Am At Kul Dagi Him Yasif Laham Wamtsa Laham Yammer Yahweh Al Mashah Heed Yahweh Taksar Ata Terah He Kirk Debri La Witza Masha Witber Al-Ham at Debri Yahweh We Asif Shib Ayim Aish Mizqani Ham We Amd Atam Sabibat Hachel Weird Yahweh Banan Widber Al-U We Atzel Man Haruch Asher Al-U Wheaton Al-Shabayim Aish Hazqanim Wehi Knuch Aliham Haruch Wheat Nabau Wallah Yaspu Wisharu Shani Anshim Bamchana Shum Hatchad Al Dud Wushum Hashni Midid Watnach Alham Haruch Wahmah Baktabim Wallah Yitzau Hahala Wheat Nabau Bamchana Wirtz Hanar Wigad Lamshah We Amr Al Dud Wamidad Mut Nabaim Bamchana Wian Yahusha Ben Nun Mashrat Mashah Mab Churyu We Amr Ani Mashah Kalam We Amr Lu Masha Hamkana Ata Li Wami Yatan Kul Yahweh Nabiyaim Ki Yatan Yahweh At Ruchu Al Yaham We Asif Masha Al Hamchana Huwa Wazqani Yishral Uruch Nasa Mat Yahweh Wigan Shalwim Man Him Withash Al Hamchana Kadruk Yumka Wakdirk Yumka Sabibut Hamchana Wak Amtim Al Pani Hearts Wikam Hamkul Hiyum Hahwa Wakul Halila Wakul Yum Hamchert We Aspu At Hashlu Hamayith Asaf Ashrah Chimrim Wish Machu Lachem Shatuch Sabibut Hamchana Hapshur Audnu Bin Shaniham Therm Yakrat Waf Yahweh Chura Bam, Weed Yahweh, Bam, Maka, Rabba, Mad, Wikra at Shum, Hamkum, Hehwa, Qabrut, Hatawa, We Shum, Qabru at Ham, Ham Tawim, Makbrut, Hetawa, Nasaw, Ham, Hetzrut, Wihyu, Bachsrut. Now, one thing that naturally comes up with this is Yahusha. Joshua and the various forms of Joshua are terms that, if Jesus is a form of Joshua, then it would refute the idea of him being a divinity. Like the person's name is a prayer, but the ending varies, actually is a rendering of some weird second person OU sort of thing. But in this mythology, the mythology of Tanakh, well, this is Torah, and the Haftorah isn't exactly the same thing as the whole, it's not it's parts of at least the Nabim portion of Tanakh, but yeah, it just doesn't support this Christian idea.